After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 11. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. 2nd and 2. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That pass complete to Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd and 1. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Here we go.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 15. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well,
and looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. On second down, a run with Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Edwards. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
So they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Jets have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
From the 31, Lawrence. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From midfield now, Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. And did he get in? No! They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Lawrence on the sneak, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Trevor Lawrence. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So it was 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down. Final minute now in the 3rd quarter. Second and 9 now. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the jump.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll drop to throw. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, right back to ETN. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they'll go again with ETN. Down to the 41. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. ETN up the middle. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now Lawrence to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On second down, ETN once more. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They run it with Hall off the option. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical third down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
Ball again, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Edwards. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Hall want to give up the middle. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Come on. Hey.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.